Howdy folks, welcome to another Wyoming adventure. And you might be wondering where I've dragged you off to this time. And this will be the first in probably a series of videos on winter camping here in the mountains. And the purpose of this trip right now is to locate a suitable place to make our camp and probably start, working on clearing it and constructing it. But I'm sure we'll have more than one future video in this location, so you make sure and keep up your subscription. And well, if you don't have a subscription, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Stay with me and we'll do what we came here to do. Well, one of the nice things about winter camping is that you don't necessarily need to carry everything you need in on your back. You can put it in a handy dandy sled here and just pull it along. That, well, works for the most part. As you can see, there's going to be some places where that's going to be a bit of a challenge, but you can usually find a way through. One of the big concerns that I've had about locating a camp this winter has been that the bears have been extremely aggressive this year. We've had basically snow since the middle of September, and those early winter conditions have basically kind of put the bears in a panic to try to fatten up before hibernation. And don't let the snow fool you. They haven't hibernated yet. They're out and they're aggressively looking for food. There have been several instances of hunters who have taken down an elk and had a bear charge them to push them off of their kill. And in a couple of those instances, the hunters have had to defend themselves and shoot the bear. It's unfortunate, but it happens. One of the instances actually involved a game and fish officer who was off duty and out hunting himself, and he was charged by a grizzly bear and he was forced to shoot it. Nobody really wants to do that, but when the alternative is being mauled or killed by a grizzly bear, well, the choice seems fairly obvious. So I'm trying to avoid anywhere that the grizzlies might be frequenting, and I did cross two different sets of tracks on my way up here, but the tracks look like they stayed with the river rather than heading up into this drainage. I'm not seeing any tracks right through this area right here, so so far so good. Looks all right. I'm gonna continue on and find someplace back here in the trees. There is a little creek that runs down through here. I want to be off from that, but yeah, it's going to be some work, but hey, let's get at it. It is a beautiful day out here. It snowed this morning. It snowed pretty good for a while. Cleared off though, pretty nice. Hey, I'm back. I think we're here. I've come probably, I don't know, probably 3/4 of a mile, maybe a mile off the highway. Up here, the drainage just comes in quite steeply to the creek bottom, so that'd be awful hard to get past with this. But this is a pretty good spot. My back pretty much against the wall here. It's going to be, let's see, this is roughly north here. So west wind, north wind, gonna go right over top. And south wind, well, that's usually pretty warm, so you don't have too much to worry about there. And I don't know, I'm probably 20-25 yards off of the little creek, but the only thing I found up in here are some sheep tracks, some deer tracks, maybe a cat track. Couldn't tell with that snow this morning. It just cluttered things up. Yeah, nice spot, pretty. Little view across the valley. So yeah, I think this is it. I'll tell you what, boys and girls, this is a game changer. My son got me a little folding saw, a Baco folding saw, and boy, I sure love that thing. But it's, you know, it's small, very convenient. In fact, it's in my back pocket right now. But you know, when you want to get through some bigger stuff, when you want to do it in a hurry, this is a Silky Big Boy 2000, and it is the stuff. Like I said, a real game changer. It's making short work of this. By the way, today is Veterans Day, and I would like to wish all of my fellow veterans out there a happy Veterans Day, and thank you for your service. Well, things are starting to take shape, kinda. Straight poles do not grow back here. There really is nothing straight. But this isn't going to be a log cabin anyway. Just going to be fun. Well, folks, it is 5 o'clock, which means there's only about 40-45 minutes worth of light left, which means I need to get out of here because I don't want to bump into any nasties in the dark. As you can see, it's kind of taking shape. There's obviously a long way to go. But yeah, another day's work, got to see it pretty good. You know, then once I get out here to actually camp, it'll just be constant improvement. Well, folks, thanks for watching. You be sure and come back. This is just the beginning. More to come. Have a good evening.